Alright, welcome back to another episode here today on the channel. I've made a short displaying that I got the front end to fit a little bit better. I found a different way. In a minute, I'm going to show you guys how I did it. Before we move on to that, in today's episode, we are going to be sanding, painting the bumper, fenders, possibly the hood. I have it in the garage right now. I need to get it out. I'll probably still sand it down, but I'm just not sure if I have enough paint for the hood. I know I'm going to have enough for the fenders and bumpers and all that. But before we jump into all that, I would just want to thank you guys for all the support you've done for the channel and everything like that. If you're enjoying all the series on this 240 stuff, please share with your friends, like the video, comment, get it up, you know, in the algorithm or whatnot. It's really going to help me out. And head on over to our website. Link is in the description. That's also a huge help as well. And now, let's move on to what we got going on today. Real quick, actually, before I display everything and show you guys exactly what's going on, is that in this video, I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of talking, or if I do, it's going to be a voiceover. I have a lot of work to do, and today is going to be really my only day, and I want to get it done. So aside from this opening intro, I guess a lot of this is going to be shot on my POV camera. So a lot of it, I'm either going to voice over it later and when I'm editing the video, or just throw some music. I know not a lot of people like that, but it makes it flow, I guess. I really just need to hire somebody to just film all this for me, but I'm not made of that kind of money. All right, so my last video that I mentioned about doing the S15 front end, I tried to make a bracket, kind of mocked everything up like that. I didn't like how it was fitting, and I couldn't get it to fit really any better. So I ended up making, well, I made these brackets, and y'all know that. But what I ended up doing was I ended up using the S13, the OEM pop-up brackets, and I ended up just really shittily welding on some pieces of metal. And since this side is the driver's side and it's broke, I cut this bracket off and just flipped it and welded underneath the headlight, just so the headlight sits on it. Now on the car itself, it's gonna probably driving it, it's gonna move up and down and move around a little bit, so fitment's not going to be perfect, but it's held on a lot better for right now, for the time being, until I can find a S15 driver's side headlight with the brackets. And then once we do find the brackets, I'll cut that bracket off and weld on some new brackets for it, and we'll do that way later. Whoa, it's a baby and a girlfriend. What up, dude? Hi, Bubba. Oh, let me see your face. Oh, hi. Look at him go cross-eyed over it. Yeah. Hi. Well, I'm going to be painting that too, but I'm probably going to do that off camera. But here we go with the bumpers. The front rear bumper, we're going to be using the OEM bumper for now. And then we got the fenders over here. And then the hood is in the garage. Once those are fully dried, I'm going to clean off this table, clean it down, throw the hood on top of it, and do it there. So I got a whole lot of work and not a lot of time whatsoever, so I'm gonna jump right into it right now.
Well, if you're watching this, I made a mistake, and by me, I mean this thing. So I recorded a bunch of videos, and this is what I use. This is my POV camera. When you guys see clips with my hands moving freely. Anyways, there was a bunch of footage that I got through this because it was just a crazy busy day for me, and I was just moving really fast. Now, when I went to drop the videos onto this video, none of the files were there. And I think that's crazy because, like, this has a little earpiece, and when you hit the record button, it literally has a little AI woman in your ear, like, start recording. And it's supposed to be taking the video. It didn't do that. I don't know what happened, but here we are. And for that, I apologize. So that's why there's a lot of clips. Not that a lot of the clips made the context of what I was trying to get across. It's just kind of more of a visual for you guys to kind of see what I'm talking about. But I apologize, and I appreciate you guys for your understanding and everything through this. So, my bad. Back to the video.
Well, suck me unconscious. It is freaking hot out today, dude. Holy crap. We have everything sanded down for the most part. It ain't perfect. Realistically, there's a lot of fiberglass. Not a lot of fiberglass work. There's a little bit of fixing up. And I could have gotten the Bondo stuff and just slapped it on, sand it down, all that. However, I know my time frame now, so you know, that makes it difficult, like right here, but it is what it is. But we have everything sanded down. This spot, I didn't notice this too, but this is actually pretty low. Again, should have bundled that last time when I was going through the car. I missed that though. And then we got the OEM bumper, which we got sanded down as best as we could. And then the hood. So I'm going to paint everything white. I'm going to paint everything that sealer. I'm going to paint the hood last with the base coat. I'm going to spray one layer on everything here and see if I have enough to do about 2 coats. I want to go for 3, but we'll go for 2 coats, at least 2 heavy coats. But I'm fairly certain I have enough paint for all of it. The hood is the only questionable part, but I'm gonna power through it. It's like 100 degrees out today. I don't know if I haven't looked, in any of the footage yet, but I might have been like dripping sweat or something like that. I'm not entirely too sure. There's a couple water spots landing on these pieces. It's not rain. That's my fat ass sweating. So I'm gonna go get all the paint stuff loaded up, ready to go. I got the car somewhat covered up. Should be good. I'll throw something right there, but yep. Let's get to it. All right, I apologize about any wind noise, but we're moving on. So I got everything done the day before. It's now the new day. It was a long night. It got pretty late, so I just stopped. I was pretty tired. It was hot, super hot yesterday. Today's still pretty hot because it's Texas, so it's always hot, but it's not 100 degrees like it was yesterday. Yesterday was brutal. It was a good day for paint, though, that's for sure. However, we're still painting. But first, I just want to take a moment to appreciate this band. Too badass. These guys are rad. Definitely in my top 5 now. However, we'll come out here, give you guys kind of a sneak peek. I made a lot of mess ups, and I ran out of paint for the hood. I kind of figured, I think I mentioned that in the beginning of this video, but I figured I was going to run out of paint, and I was just going to keep it white. Well, I had a little bit of the blue left. And I was like, you know what, let me try to do something where it kind of fades, and it didn't come out super great, but didn't come out super terrible. Now, as far as the paint goes on camera, it looks pretty good, I'm sure, but there is a lot of imperfections because I dealt with, it was so hot yesterday, I didn't even think straight. I didn't even clean this off. I blew it off, but I didn't paint prep it or anything like that with a spray. On top of that, the humidity was insane, so I had water dripping out from the gun and sweat for me dripping onto the paint, so some spots right here got all fucked up, and it is what it is. It could be better, but given my environment and my time frame and everything like that, it's as good as we're gonna get it. It still looks really good for what it is, I think, at least. I have to bend down just to be in frame, but we have the bash bar here. This is what we're going to be doing next. I'm going to be taking my wire brush, or my wire wheel, I guess, and I'm going to be cleaning this off of the surface rust, getting it nice and clean. We're going to hit it with primer, and then the headlights are pretty disgusting. I'm going to wet sand that at about 1,000 grit. I moved my way to 3,000. Hit that with clear. When I hit that with clear, the primer on this should be dry enough for me to hit it with the base coat. We're going to paint this the OEM color, the OEM Aztec red that we have for the engine bay and everything like that. So underneath the blue, there'll be this red. And as you can kind of see, we're going to do a before and after for sure. It's going to cut to that clip, but these are pretty disgusting looking, and they need to be fixed. Okay, we can't, I know this is going to be hot garbage, but it can't be it's got to be hot garbage. It can't be lukewarm garbage, you know what I mean? So let's go ahead and get this done, and we'll get these headlights fixed up right now. Bam, and the headlights are done. That is restored. Now, okay, I'm gonna get a little closer, but I wonder if I can. Ah, shit, I'm kind of blocking the light, but I'm zoomed in, but you can kind of see it on camera. This is the broken one, as you can see. So this is the one that's broken. There's a lot of crap inside the lens itself, which sucks. It came out decent, but you could tell this headlight has been through hell. So that's why we're gonna replace it. This one, on the other hand, came out a whole of a hell of a lot better. It's pretty beat up too, judging by the plastic. You can kind of see it on camera, the little waves in it and stuff like that. So probably should have sanded it down with a harder grit first, but I didn't think they were that bad. It is what it is. Honestly, I'm pretty stoked with it. They're a lot better than they were. And sorry, I just drank a bunch of water, so I'm very burpy, but it's hot. Yeah, this broken one here, I'm not too worried about it. I was gonna do 3 coats of the clear, but I think I'm just gonna stick with the 2 that I did, mainly because this one's broken. So, I mean, I want to replace it, and if I replace it, I'll probably try to buy the pair if I can, you know, get a good deal in the future. These headlights are hard to come by anyways in the States. So when you do see one for sale, like one alone, even in bad condition, is like $500. So we might just make it as best as we can, which is exactly what we did, because I'm not opening up this headlight to tear all that out. I've tried that once on these headlights, and I nearly destroyed it on my S14. They're too expensive to really mess with like that. If they were a cheap headlight I could just buy anywhere, sure, I wouldn't care, but I do. Now the bash bar came out nice and red, except I ran out of paint again. I'm really bad at this. I swear, dude, I thought I bought just enough paint for everything, but I bought just enough paint to be just under on literally everything. So it's a good thing I didn't decide to paint the whole engine bay like some people were telling me, because I definitely didn't have enough. All right, now for the moment of truth. Swing, we have it done. Now, before I end this video, there's some things that I want to go through on this car. As far as like little mistakes, little things that I missed, forgot, just kind of overall how it all came out. At a glance or at a distance, I guess, it looks really good. It really does. Like I stand this far back and I'm like, damn, that thing looks gangster. Well, let's get a little closer, shall we? So the first thing is I completely forgot to paint the inside here. Don't know what happened. I didn't even think about it. Actually, I know what happened. I'll show you on the other side, because I hit it with the white, and then something happened and I just completely forgot about it after that. So that never got painted. Oh well. Other little things, obviously we come in closer, you can see all the cracks and bumps and stuff like that. Like it's, you know, it's not perfect. The paint laid out really nicely and everything like that, but I didn't do all the fiberglass work like I should have, because I'm pressed on time, and I wasn't too worried about it, you know what I mean? Because at a distance, it all looks good. All in all, super stoked with how it came out. Everything as far as like how I mocked it up lines up perfectly, really, really well. So there's that at least. There's a few little things in the car, like right here, where I gotta kind of finesse it a little bit. I'm gonna just zip tie that inward, and I think we'll be good there. We don't have the hood latch anymore, so I'm gonna end up removing that. There's the cable for it. We ended up going with the hood pins. I'm not gonna open it right now, but I made, shit, I might as well open it. Oh, the hood pins, you kind of got to give it a good little push down. There we go. But I made a little mounting points on the hood. I messed up my measurement over there. I don't know how that happened. I think when I welded it, I didn't weld it straight, because I ended up grinding off the line that I made. I was like, well, that was stupid, but we'll eyeball it. Wasn't too far off. Painted the brackets, match the engine bay. The engine bay is red. And then we will close these. The hood does not come up. It's actually really sturdy as soon as you close it, so I lined that up really well. I have these on here for the quick release, and I got the 2 bolts, but that's just like in case the rubber bands break, because they do. I have a bunch though from what I ordered, so that way it still stays on and I don't completely grenade my bumper. This thing's gonna get thrashed. One thing that I did learn after the fact was that with the white sealer that I put on, I'm not, again, I've mentioned it in my video before, I'm not a painter. So when I put this on, I didn't lay like adhesive underneath it. I was told I should have, but it is what it is. The backside here, we did do the rear bumper as well. So the whole car is, for the most part, one color, except I forgot I ran out of paint. Although, I'm not gonna lie, with the little bit of white, it actually looks pretty sick. I was gonna paint the entire car this one color, but ended up leaving that little bit of white, splashing that little bit of blue, to me, it ties it in actually in a way that I was like, damn, it actually is really cool. That was a happy mistake right there. Once again, thank you guys for all your support and everything with this channel. There's a lot I want to do with this channel. This is the beginning of it all. Next up on the list for this thing is going to be the fuel. I need to find a fuel level sensor. I need to order the fuel pump. I need to redo some of the fuel lines in the back, and then get the rear suspension, weld the diff, and do all that. For the most part, I have the suspension that I'm going to need for right now, for the time being, for grassroots events, stuff like that. We're just doing adjustable toe arms and adjustable upper control arms for right now. Later in the future, once I get some practice and everything back in, go to some events, we'll later probably upgrade the suspension, do lower control arm, traction arms, all that fun stuff. Bigger sway bar in the front. But for the time being, you don't need all that to just get out there and go. However, I am putting a motor. The SR I'm putting in is going to be anywhere from 350 to 400. That's my goal. And I'm putting coilovers on it, so that's why I need the adjustable arms, at least some of them, because when I lower it, it's going to, the camber and the toe and everything is going to be out of whack. So, but again, make sure you follow this channel for this build and all future builds and updates and everything else we're going to be doing here. Share with your friends, comment on these videos, and yeah, just thank you guys again. I can't stress that enough. So I will see you guys on the next video. Have a great rest of the day or week or whatever it is for you, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye-bye.